Hello guys, Danny here at ParTay. So I apologize. I know it's been a little while since we've actually posted anything of any real substance, but we've been busy at work over the past 2 weeks. First and foremost, filling orders. We've had quite a bit of orders through the summertime. I really expected that would drop off and that we would see more orders come through in the fall. You just think with football coming up, maybe that's the thing. Maybe everybody's getting ready for that season because fall's just around the corner. But we wanted to show you something that we're pretty proud of and that is going to change ParTay, ParTay screens from here on out. Well, I say here on out, from October 1st on out, because we'll be releasing this October 1st. I've just unrolled here. This is actually a piece of our new screen material. Now, what I want to show you is that this is, and I'll do it like this for a second until I have to put the phone down. But what we wanted to show you is that this is a piece of PVC coated back and front, okay, piece of material. Now, what's wonderful about this material is that we make it from start to finish. So the back, the front, the only thing that is not a ParTay product, okay, something that ParTay makes here, is the infrastructure. So inside of here is a piece of polyester fabric that adds some additional strength and durability to the mix. So these are full PVC sheets reinforced with polyester fiber. So I want to show you something here just so you can get an idea of what that means and how that works. Let me get that out of our way here. If I can get a setup, sorry guys, I need a tripod for this thing, but I never really do this kind of stuff. So now you can see there's texture on here right now. That's because this top piece was rolled. Ultimately it would be sprayed and it would have a very clean finish. As a matter of fact, I'll show you a clean finish on one we sprayed in the other room. You can see this back is actually, it was sprayed, so it's a very clean finish. You can see it in the light here. But what's beautiful about this, and I want to show you, is the stretchability and pulling. So let me show you. Let's see how I'm pulling that from side to side. I'm trying to get in there good so you can see my thumbs, and you can hear the material kind of pull out. So now if I show it to you now, you can see where it's got pulls in the screen, right? But if you remember a while back, I showed you this little piece of rubber material that we had that loved to self-correct itself. So that's the exact thing here. So not only is this a full sheet of ParTay material, but also this is very stretchable, very durable, doesn't tear, okay, doesn't flake off. I mean, there's nothing about this to flake off. It's not a coating anymore. This is actually just fused with the polyester material that is actually inside of it. It acts like a piece of rebar in concrete just to add that additional flexibility and give it some memory. So whenever you do pull on it like that, it wants to self-correct itself even more, not just from the material itself, but also the polyester that's inside. So I'm going to do something here again. Just going to scrunch this up into a ball. We'll just squeeze it, and you can see, so there's the screen, right? And we're going to take this outside. Now you say, why do you do all that, Danny? Well, the reason we do that is because we want you to see that this is going to be one of the most durable screens on the planet. Okay, so you can see how all of that's in there. I'm just going to set it right here. The sun will hit it. It'll actually start to self-correct itself. And amazing, guys, just amazing piece of material. So it's the same formulas. We have the Daystar, we have the Vega, we have the Sirius, which is our black. We have the UST formulas, both in Vega and in Daystar. Sirius we're still working on. I want it perfect for ultra short throw. Ultra short throw's a little more of a challenge when it comes to black, because what it does, and you don't pick this up in a lot of the videos that some other people show out there, right? But what it does is it really dims, especially from the top of the screen to about midway down. You get this real dimming effect that tends to happen there. So what we want to, and I've seen it in the displays that have been out there with ultra short throws. You can see how those ultra short throw displays, the demos, are never as bright as, say, the 4300 lumens or 36 or 3700 lumen examples that are out there. That's because they work differently. You can't gain it back to you. So there's a different approach that you have to take with ultra short throw. So we understand that, and we can make these very easily. This really culminated, guys, from, I'd mentioned in an earlier video that we were talking to installers, and we were looking at doing some distribution through installers. So what we decided to do is to reach out to a few of our customers to get some feedback on just improvements that they would see to the screen itself. We also talked to the installers as to what is it you're going to be looking for when it comes to screen installation, and for it to be practical for you to forego selling high-end screens, which, the markup on that's not going to be as high for them, versus us being able to create something that you can sell to your customers. And some of these are going to be savvier customers than just a guy who's just deciding to start his own home cinema. This would be folks out there who, have already had sometimes very high-end screens, and this would be a more inexpensive solution for them. So we listened to all the feedback. We listened to everything that they said. And what we came back with ultimately was, we need a piece of screen material that looks like manufactured screen material. Not something that's been coated, not something that's been painted, not something that's, just a piece of blackout cloth. You need something that looks like a piece of screen material, acts like a piece of screen material, gives an image like a piece of screen material, but yet it's superior in its ability to hold contrast against some of the lighter grays, the mid grays, and even guys, I'll even go so far as to say some of the more black diamond type stuff out there, where you have a darker gray. It's being called black, but it's a darker gray. So we're able to go through all of these different, from mid gray to the black. We're able to produce that internally here for a much lower cost, but still have a very, very high quality product. It's about delivery. It's not so much about, can you get an image from the coating itself. That we've already achieved. That we've already proven to a number of the installers out there. They've seen it. Our customers love it. We got no feedback on the imagery whatsoever as negative. Everything was positive. It stands up great to light, which are what our screens are designed for. But the negatives, any of the negatives were always, they were complimentary, but we took it to heart. And the negatives were delivery system. We want something that doesn't look like a piece of DIY material. So that's where this comes from. Now I'm going to pick this back up, and you will still see some of the little warbles in it from where I did that. And I'll pull it back out later so you guys can see it, but because it's hard for me to deal with two hands, but you can see how it's already starting to flatten itself out, and it'll do so. And then it tensions very, very well. So just a total piece of PVC material with something that other screens don't necessarily have, which is an infrastructure which is going to give it additional durability. And it still holds up great to light. All right, so hopefully this is something you guys are interested in seeing along the way. It's probably going to be the last product that we show any kind of sneak peeks on, because everything from here on out is going to just be a release. But, just in the sake of some of our older videos, I wanted to put this out there so you guys could see what's coming your way. Once again, that's the imagery side that you would have. Excuse me. Flip it over, and then that is the back side, blackout. You can see no light coming through whatsoever. Very stretchable, very flexible, and has a memory capability that it wants to return back to its original state, which is great whenever you're trying to pull something over a frame. So October 1st, guys. I'll just go ahead and sneak peek for October 1st. You guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon.